Hi guys, right, this is going to be a little flex. I'm going to do a bit of flex filtration update. To be fair, I'm completely uninterested in the way that they've done this filtration, okay. In principle it's fantastic. It's about 220 to 290 litres turnover, so they've got the math right. However, it's nowhere near what you need if you wanted to keep anything, just because, you know, if you're going to keep fish in here, the water's going to get contaminated really quickly, so you need at least 500 litres of turnover to really get rid of any rubbish. I mean, with a shrimp tank, I mean, I tested this water this morning and there's a lot of differences in what I expected and what I got. So if you bear with me, I'll see if I can find the result and give you the actual accurate result. Bear with me. Okay, this is the result. Basically this is just on the rear filtration. This is the standard one. As you can see, the ammonia is 0, nitrite okay, and this is going crackers. As you can see from that, you know, so the filtration does work, but that's with shrimp. You know, I mean, I wouldn't expect that, if you want my honest opinion, I wouldn't expect that result from just shrimp only anyway, you know. But so do I think it's a good filtration setup? No, I don't. I think sponge filters are the way to go. If you're going to go for anything else, I would take out the back compartment and put one of these in. This is far better. Let's have a look at what we got on that. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. There you go, having turned off that rear compartment, obviously the heat, I'll need to turn it back on for the heat, but I'm going to move that heater to this compartment in a minute. And then eventually I'm going to take all this out. You know, even with the in-tank system, it doesn't do a great job, to be fair. They do a much better job. And they're loving it. You know, there's lots of babies in there. I kind of think that this would be the way forward for that. So, guys, if you're going to buy a Flex and you're serious about keeping fish in it, I would upgrade the pump if you want to keep that back section. But my recommendation is to get rid of the back section and just have it as this tank is, with an internal filter or a sponge filter, or even an external. I mean, the EIM, I think the 130s are pretty good. You know, that would give you a good turnover. If you want to do a beta, then, or better, or whatever you want to call them, I call them Siamese fighting fish. You know, you could probably run that with just plants and a regular water change. You wouldn't need to really filtrate it too much. But as you can see, standard, they're great, you know, but don't expect too much out of them. Even to say with the in-tank system, the filtration was a little bit wary. Temperature seems upright, but that's it. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing next is taking all this baffle out. Okay, I'm going to be doing my own filtration, and I shall be leaving obviously one of the sponge filters in there for the time being, because obviously it's an ideal thing. This is all going, this is all rubbish. I will be keeping some of the media in there though, because the Biohome Ultimate Media really does a good job of doing a full cycle. I'm not talking about the cycle where nitrate does not turn into nitrogen, I'm talking about the full cycle. But as you can see, I mean, the water's clear enough, don't get me wrong. It does do a good job, but I don't like it, so that's going. So I should probably buy another one of these as well, because I like these tanks for the shape. That's all, for the shape. So that's just basically what's going to be going on. As you can see, the shrimp are doing really well. Maybe let me switch over to the other camera and give you some other ones as well. Alright, still got the worm issue, but I'm not too worried about that. The shrimp are doing extremely well. Very healthy. The tank is extremely healthy, to be fair, so I'm not too worried about that. I will say though that when the filtration comes to it, don't expect miracles from this tank. Do not overstock. You need to stock on the lighter side. Definitely don't keep something like goldfish or anything like that. If you keep a goldfish in here, it will die. It's that simple. This tank is not meant for, I mean, to be honest, I don't know where this actually fits into the market, because the flow's too great for a Siamese fighting fish or better. There's too many cubby holes for the shrimp to hide and get trapped. You couldn't really put, I suppose you could use this, I'll tell you what you could use this for. Something like pygmy cories or some kind of dwarf fish. You could have maybe pea puffers in there, maybe. I wouldn't have too many, but you could have something like that. You know, there's so much on the market. You know, look around, guys, see what available space you've got and fill a tank, you know. I mean, I'll show you in a minute what I mean by what's on the market and that, because there are so many fish on the market. I mean, my favourite fish at the moment, guys, are the endlers. You know, I've interbred the endlers with the guppies and come up with something quite special, you know. It almost looks green, which is a strange colour, but there you go. And I will show you that in a minute. So for now, this is what I think of the Flex, to sum up. If you're going to do this and you're serious about keeping fish in there, take out the back filtration panel, take it all out. You can take it off with a bit of a Stanley knife, or Stanley blade I should say, or razor blade. Just cut it down, take it all off. That's it. It's not worth it. If you want it for anything, I suppose you could use this as a decent quarantine tank, and you could run sort of sea chem stuff through there, some carbon and that. But you know, for me, leave it as it is. You know, if you're not really interested, I wouldn't take it anyway. There's a bigger one, so they're very cool. Oh, assassin going up the wall. Okay, guys. Well, you take care, and thanks for watching.